My name is Emily. I've been married to Jake for 11 years. I've been a housewife since we got married, raising our 2 boys. Jake works in the construction industry, and there are many days when he leaves early in the morning and comes home late. There were days when he had to work even on his supposed days off due to project deadlines. So, I've been pretty much handling childcare alone. Our 2 sons, aged 9 and 8, are at that mischievous age. Being boys, they have their fair share of strength, and mediating their fights was quite a task. One day, after the boys finally went to bed, Jake came home. "You're late again today. Welcome back." I greeted him as usual and prepared dinner. Normally, he would come straight to the dining table, but he didn't today. Out of curiosity, I looked at my husband and saw that he was bowing his head toward me. Seeing that, I had a bad feeling, but I tried to remain calm and asked, "What's wrong all of a sudden?" My husband looked down without lifting his head and said, "I am so sorry, Emily. I am really sorry. My affair partner got pregnant, so please divorce me." My bad feelings seemed to be right after all. I had noticed some odd behavior from Jake lately and had suspected infidelity. But I never imagined his affair partner would be pregnant. Surprised by this, I replied, "You can't just say that out of the blue. What are you going to do about our sons? They are still in elementary school. How am I supposed to explain to them?" And waited for my husband's response, but he just looked down without saying anything. I tried talking to him more, but he didn't budge or say anything. Realizing it was pointless, I decided it was late and told him we should talk tomorrow before going to bed. And the next day. It was a holiday, and the kids were off from school. After confirming that the kids had gone out to play, I approached Jake. "About yesterday. You got another woman pregnant, which means you were cheating, right? I'm really sorry. I know I've done wrong. But now that she's pregnant, I have to marry her. I know you're a strong woman, and I'm sure you'll be fine without me, right? Now you're a housewife, but I'm sure you can raise our sons well while you work." "What are you talking about? Do you really think I'm going to agree to a divorce right now? I won't allow you to divorce me, remarry, and be happy on your own." Jake seemed surprised that I refused to agree to a divorce right away. He apologized verbally, but his attitude didn't reflect it, which angered me even more. And what really frustrated me was about our sons. Actually, our eldest son isn't my biological child, he's my sister-in-law's child. My sil got divorced 5 years ago and was raising her child alone. But she pushed him onto me, saying having a child would be a disadvantage in remarriage. At first, I objected, but Jake and my mill didn't get angry with my sil. Instead, they thought it was just right and decided that I should raise him. He was 4 years old at the time and already understood things, remembering his mother well. But when he suddenly learned that I was going to be his mother, he was extremely upset. "You're not my mom. Where did my mom go? Give her back." Cody would insult me every day. Even though he was only 4, he would go to my in-laws' house without permission whenever he got angry. Although my in-laws lived within the same property, just a few tens of seconds away, it wasn't good for him to go without telling me. Every time Cody went to my in-laws' house, I would get scolded by my mother-in-law. And he would laugh happily when he saw that I was scolded. Even in that situation, I treated both boys equally, thinking that they would grow to love me over time. But that wasn't the case, and it seems like Cody still hates me. Gradually, he turned his anger not only toward me, but also toward Max. "Your mom is a bad person. She made my mom disappear somewhere. There's no way I'm letting a kid of such a person play with my toys." He would take toys away from Max and say things like that. Even though we bought the same things, he would want Max's toys and take them away. In response, Jake wouldn't scold Cody and would just watch TV all the time. In fact, he would selfishly get angry at the kids, saying, "Shut up, can't you see I'm watching TV?" Of course, I understand that he's busy with work, but I've always thought he could take a little more care of the kids. There's no way I can take care of both Cody and Max in this situation. So I confronted my husband about taking only Max as a condition of our divorce. "If we divorce, I'll take only Max with me. Cody is originally your sister's child, right? If we divorce, he won't have anything to do with me." "It's not possible. He's very attached to you." And you're going to separate two brothers who are so close. Cody is attached to me. And the boys get along well. Are you serious? Jake seemed clueless about our family dynamics, which was quite frustrating. What had he been seeing to claim that Cody is attached to me? Even if the boys aren't always at odds because of Cody, they still fight every day. With Cody's strength and the inevitable challenges of their teenage years, I doubt I can mediate. Anyway, if we divorce, I'll take Max with me. You can have Cody. We'll offset child support. All right. Jake and I reached an agreement. Now, I just needed to claim compensation from Jake and his affair partner. The next day, as soon as I sent my sons off to school, I decided to consult a lawyer and an investigator. The lawyer assured me we had enough evidence of Jake's affair to claim compensation. Now, we awaited the investigator's report to finalize the compensation amount. Back home, I prepared for divorce while waiting for updates from the investigator. 2 weeks later, the investigator confirmed evidence of the affair, including outings with Jake and the other woman. The investigation was only conducted twice, but evidence was quickly gathered. It seems Cody, Jake, and the affair partner went out together. Cody agreed to let Jake take him in our discussion, but I was shocked he arranged to meet the affair partner without telling me. I had been mistakenly thinking Jake's late nights were just due to overtime recently. Though I had some suspicions, I never imagined he was cheating, even after his confession. However, it helped me gather evidence and put me in a favorable position for divorce. With my lawyer, we decided to send a certified letter to the affair partner. That night, I showed Jake the evidence from the private investigator and the certified letter from the lawyer. There's solid evidence proving your affair. I've sent a letter to your affair partner too. If you're willing to pay alimony and sign, we can divorce immediately. Really? I've been worried if we could really divorce since we talked about it, but why were you gathering evidence when I confessed honestly to you? Because you cheated, Jake. You're responsible for the divorce. Paying alimony is only fair. Jake seemed to think confessing his affair was enough. Pathetic for a grown man. No matter how much I explained, he didn't seem to understand. Feeling it was pointless to explain further, I decided to have the lawyer explain again later. A few days later, while doing housework as usual, I received a call from an unknown number. Thinking it might be Jake's affair partner, I answered, only to find out it was my Sil. Emily, long time no see. I heard from Cody and called. You guys are getting a divorce, right? And Cody will be with you, of course. It's been a long time, Sil. What? I haven't told the children yet, but is it true that you heard from Cody? I'm sorry, but after talking it over with Jake, it was decided that Cody would be taken in by him. I see. So that's why Cody was crying. Emily, I hate to say this, but isn't that too much? Jake told me about it, and Cody and Max get along well, don't they? And yet, separating them like this. Sil's selfish argument irritated me, but I was more angry at Jake for lying. Sil, you've got it all wrong. Cody and Max fight all the time, so they're not that close. Anyway, if the kids already know about the divorce, I need to explain properly. I'll hang up now. Wait. Sil was about to say something, but I hung up without hesitation. Then, I waited for the kids to come home. Several hours later, when the kids returned, Cody approached me first. Please, let me go with you too. So you knew, huh? But didn't you go out with Jake and his affair partner? You seem to enjoy it. So what's wrong going with Jake? I hate that person. The way she talks is scary, and all her things and clothes smell weird. I feel sick when I'm with her. Is it about her perfume? I've smelled a sweet scent on Jake's clothes before, but I heard it's a colleague from work. Looking back, it was probably the perfume of his affair partner. But Cody, you're often mean to Max and get into fights with him. I can't mediate forever. Besides, didn't you used to dislike me? Would you rather go with someone you hate, not Jake? Emily, I want to go with you, Mom. I've reflected on what I've done, and I promise to be a good boy. Please. Cody pleaded with tears. It was the first time he called me Mom, which made me happy. Mom, please take Big Brother with us too. We promise to be good kids. Please. With both of my sons saying that, I had no choice but to agree. I was anxious, but we had spent 5 years together, and I had always hoped Cody would call me mom someday, so I was happy. I immediately told the lawyer that I wanted to take both sons. The lawyer's instruction was to discuss child support with Jake, and when Jake came back from work, I talked to him. I decided Cody will come with me after all. What are you saying now? I've already introduced him to her, so it's awkward if you say that. I've told the lawyer about this. It might be a bit late, but Cody also wants to come with me. He's 10 years old, so his wishes should be respected. Anyway, we're meeting with the lawyer the day after tomorrow to discuss everything, including explaining the alimony. Save your questions for then. Make sure you inform your affair partner to come as well. Jake seemed angry about Cody, but without saying anything in particular, our conversation ended. 2 days later, the day of the meeting arrived. We were supposed to go to the same place, but Jake had already left. He must be going to pick up his affair partner. After confirming that Cody and Max had gone out to play, I headed to the office alone. As expected, when I arrived at the lawyer's office, Jake and his affair partner were already there, sitting on the couch like a married couple. It was the first time I had seen the affair partner in person besides in photos, and I was surprised to see that her belly was more swollen than I had imagined. Even though I had heard she was pregnant only about a month ago, she looked like she was due to give birth in another 2 or 3 months. I assumed Jake must have been hiding this from me, but I decided to proceed with the conversation without worrying about it. If you read the certified letter, you will see that I am demanding compensation from both of you for this affair. Also, since I will get custody of our sons, I will also claim child support from Jake. What is a certified letter? What do you mean by alimony? Am I going to get it? I heard you were getting divorced today, so I came here. It seemed like the affair partner hadn't read the certified letter. I had indeed found it a little odd. Despite sending the certified letter, there had been no response, and her attitude today didn't seem like someone who expected to be asked for alimony. You'll be the one paying alimony for your affair, you know. Neither Jake or the affair partner seemed to understand, but after the lawyer explained, they finally seemed to grasp the situation. Now both Jake and the affair partner were starting to panic. It's impossible, I can't pay. I'm pregnant. I quit my job because we were going to get married, and I have no savings. That's right, there's no way we can afford both alimony and child support. I've got it. Since Mia's pregnant, why we offset the child support with the expenses for her and the two kids, Cody and Max. Was Jake not aware of the absurdity of what he was saying? I hadn't thought they'd be so clueless about divorce and alimony up to this point. Why should child support be offset for a child who isn't mine? That's irrelevant. But if we have to pay both alimony and child support, we won't be able to survive. Mia's about to give birth soon, and we won't have any money to prepare. That's not my concern. Anyway, take responsibility for your affair. The lawyer took out documents regarding alimony and child support and showed to both of them. To ensure that they paid up properly, I had asked the lawyer to prepare a notarized document. Seeing the amount written on the documents, both of them were even more shocked and turned pale. It was understandable since we were asking for an amount higher than the usual price. We can't pay such an amount. If we have to pay this every month, we really won't be able to survive. I thought so. But if you don't agree to alimony and child support, we won't get divorced. It seemed like the affair partner was more desperate than Jake. If we didn't get divorced, she would be the one in the most trouble. It seemed like things were getting worse, but there was another person I had called here. I figured it was about time for that person to arrive. Excuse me. Mom, why are you here? Of course, I had explained everything to Jake's mom about what Jake had done. At first, she had told me to raise Cody on my own, so I thought she was automatically my enemy. Jake's mom, however, wasn't in good health, and she judged that she wouldn't be able to raise boys physically, so she asked me for help. She had been concerned about Cody and had even come to help. I later realized that I was scolded because she cared about Cody so much. Jake's mom had always been strict, and she disliked dishonesty. Jake had never been able to stand up to her, and he never went through a rebellious phase. So, I asked for her cooperation this time and had her come today. Jake, what on earth have you done? Paying alimony and child support is only natural. Stop complaining. Do you even realize what you've done? Mom, we're in front of her. Please stop. What did you say? Her. Cut the crap. Don't you dare cross my threshold again. Under Jake's mom's pressure, both Jake and his affair partner completely shrunk. The affair partner started crying. And apologized. I'm sorry. I'll sign to pay the alimony, so please let me go. I promise I'll pay too. Thanks to Jake's mom's pressure, I was able to get both of them to promise to pay alimony. Of course, Jake also agreed to pay child support. With this, the matter was settled, and on the way back, I went to pick up the boys with Jake's mom and had a meal out with Cody for the first time. After that, there was payment of alimony from Jake and his affair partner, but since the affair partner said she had no savings, it seemed her parents had advanced the money. I heard a rumor that they got married but kept fighting about money. Jake cheated on her again, and they divorced quickly. In addition, it seems the affair partner handed over the baby to her parents to repay the advance and worked from morning till night. Jake lost his job due to losing credibility from cheating twice and was transferred to a department where people facing layoffs were sent. As a result, his salary decreased, and he felt stuck. As for me, I decided to adopt Cody officially, and I feel like we've become a real parent and child. Cody has become a much better big brother than before, as promised. He still lives in the house where we used to live, and we occasionally go out to eat with Jake's mom. I want to continue living happily with my sons like this.